where they've said I said things, like I may have said something hostile to a member of another band, but they've turned around.
When people think of Axl Rose, they picture one of rock and roll's most volatile geniuses, a man whose voice could shift from a whisper to a thunderous scream in seconds. The frontman of Guns N' Roses wasn't just a singer, he was a storm. Behind the perfectionism that drove him to spend decades crafting Chinese democracy lay a temper that became as legendary as his music.
There'll be some songs that are acoustic going into electric, back to acoustic and stuff like that. I actually play guitar on a couple songs for the first time.
While others in the industry played it safe, Axl's fiery outbursts, unfiltered opinions, and backstage blowups became part of rock mythology. Axl once told Rolling Stone, "I don't do fake. If I think something sucks, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't." And that raw honesty fueled feuds with some of the biggest names in rock history. One of his most notorious rivalries was with Nirvana's Kurt Cobain. Their clash wasn't just personal, it was cultural.
And Courtney and I just jokingly said, "Axl, will you be the godfather of our child?" We're just joking around and...
Axl saw Nirvana's rise as an insult to everything he thought rock should be: precision, showmanship, and power. The tension exploded at the 1992 MTV Video Music Awards, where an argument between the two nearly turned physical. Axl once ranted that Nirvana was making millions complaining about making millions, calling grunge the dumbing down of rock. Then there was Vince Neil of Motley Crue, a feud that began over a woman and spiraled into a full-blown war of words.
Axl, if you're watching this, I want to challenge you to a fight. I'm going to give you the time, and I'm going to give you the place, and there's no backing out now, buddy.
After Neil accused Axl's bandmate Izzy Stradlin of assaulting his girlfriend, Axl fired back, calling Neil a bloated has-been.
That Vince and I'll get into it or something, and Izzy laughs because he's like, that guy, had a full-on free shot.
The animosity became so intense that both bands had to be kept apart at award shows to avoid fights. Another rivalry brewed with Sebastian Bach of Skid Row. Axl saw him as a copycat, someone trying to mimic his vocal style and stage persona. Backstage confrontations got heated, with Axl reportedly telling Bach to stop name-dropping Guns N' Roses just to stay relevant. His disdain also extended to Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. Axl viewed the nu metal frontman as everything wrong with modern rock: all attitude, no authenticity. During Chinese democracy sessions, Axl mocked Durst, saying, "He delays brain functions because he cares more about image than music." But none of these rivalries cut deeper than the one with Slash, his former best friend and bandmate. Their creative differences turned personal, fueled by ego, mistrust, and betrayal. Axl believed Slash was undermining him, while Slash thought Axl's perfectionism was killing the band. When Slash left in 1996, Axl felt abandoned, saying, "I trusted him with my life, my art, my dreams." It took 2 decades before the two finally reunited in 2016, not out of forgiveness, but strength. As Axl put it, "I'm finally strong enough to stand next to my past without it destroying my future." Axl Rose remains one of rock's most complex figures, brilliant, unpredictable, and unapologetically himself. His feuds weren't just about ego, they were about protecting the raw heart of rock and roll. This is StarLoop News, where we uncover the stories behind the legends. If you love this deep dive into Axl's most explosive rivalries, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat from the wild side of music history.